Welcome back to the Lovin Daily. Beside me, I'm joined by fashion pirate, aka Zeynab El-helw, fashion model with collabs with Louis Vuitton, Prada, Loewe, Gucci under her belt, and most recently, announcements on Marie Claire and Elle. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me again.
I know. It's been twice, and each time there's been even bigger things to celebrate.
Yes, always time to celebrate with you guys.
Bigger is not the operative word, I promise.
No. Let's stay away from that word for now.
Talk to me about yesterday. You've had two announcements in the last while. Congratulations, I believe, is in order. Luca is going to share the spotlight.
Yes, he's having a sibling. I'm actually quite far in, but I announced it quite late, so I kind of enjoyed the personal life of having this pregnancy with the family.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then we were like, okay, time to reveal. Belly's getting bigger. And we wanted to celebrate it. So we had it on the cover of Marie Claire last month.
Which is absolutely stunning, by the way. I think we have the video of that with us on the main production if you're watching on Facebook. So that was the announcement of...
Yeah, and we announced the pregnancy with Dior makeup and Dior. And it was quite funny because I was rubbing my belly, but it was still quite small. So some people were still asking me, am I pregnant or not? Which was...
so the shoot would have been done before.
Yeah, but like a couple of weeks before the actual day, the announcement.
Well, this is so interesting because obviously you have, when we first spoke to you last time you were on the show, you had 1 million followers. Now you have 2, and you share your life. Like I know Luca.
Good timing.
Yeah, exactly. He's absolutely adorable. But social media is intertwined with your life. So how do you make the decision of the when and the how much do you share?
I mean, I'm quite picky these days, honestly. I really do love my privacy, and I do think there's a very relevant balance, which is a necessity. But we're so active, so there's always something to share, whether it's with, I mean, we're still up and about with events. There's a lot happening. So there is a lot of things we can talk about in general, whether it's from beauty or fashion or a little bit of lifestyle or a little bit of family. And Luke is constantly keeping me active, and he's constantly creating natural, organic content.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, I try to not be the mum that follows him around with a camera because
but every mom does that, though, right? Like, I have a dog and I do that.
But I
it's the same, guys.
You can't help it, exactly.
You really can't.
You want to capture every single moment.
Exactly.
But at the same time, he does kind of wave it off from me. Like, sometimes I'm on the phone or listening to a voice note and he'll be like, "Mommy," and he'll push my phone down. And that's when I'll be like, okay, enough.
Interesting.
So he's kind of like
he's getting to that point where
setting the roots.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was the Marie Claire cover, which was a month ago. Now, before the Elle announcement, you are a high fashion blogger. You are an entrepreneur as well, but you've just kind of leveled up with that. And you had a big announcement which came out yesterday, which is really nice timing that you're here. Can you share with everyone the next step for Fashion Pirate?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to share that I finally pulled out my socks and got out a really cool clothing line.
Amazing. It's so exciting. Congratulations. Really, really cool.
Thank you. We've been working on it for quite a while, and obviously due to a couple of setbacks with the current worldwide situation that we've been undergoing for like literally 2 years, we had a lot of setbacks in that sense. So I'm so happy that we managed to pull everything together and get it out. I actually haven't announced it on my Instagram, funnily enough. I announced it with Elle yesterday, so you'll see it on their page, and I will definitely share it on my page today. And the idea was to really celebrate with Love in Dubai this morning.
How lucky are we?
Breakfast with you guys.
We need coffees. We should have a celebration and balloons and everything. But this is it. So you have worked with incredible brands. Like when we talk about high fashion, like you really worked with all of them, and you've lived like in terms of fashion, like you've had such a cool career. So how did you decide what was the right line for you, and why was this the right time?
It was tricky. I can't really say this is the right time, because it kind of fell into place. It kind of worked out really well. I mean, the collection is a very casual, laid back, chilled out vibe, which is kind of resembling or reflecting hopefully my style in that sense. And at the same time, it broadened because I couldn't only just do it for women. When I have a kid, that I'm constantly loving to dress up and also getting the guys on board. Who's going to be my husband?
That's honest. I love it.
It's just like a family thing, but still keeping it quite cool. That was the idea.
Gotcha.
And obviously getting inspired from, you know, brands that I work with, things that I've been seeing. The idea actually came about when I first found out I was pregnant. So it does go quite a while back. And we went back and forth on different ideas and how to really get it out and how big the collection should be and what kind of direction and everything from the color palette to the theme to the mood. I
can't imagine.
So many different aspects to really narrow it down. I'm really picky, so it was really difficult.
Well, this is the first line that you're putting your name to, so of course you want everything to be perfect.
Yeah, we do. I am so meticulous in that sense, and also I wanted to do something that I'm going to wear in this time, in this present time, and I really can't see myself wearing, you know, a really fancy dress running around the streets. It's just not me right now. I want to be a bit comfortable, but I still want to feel good about myself.
So is it a line? Who is this line for exactly?
So we've got it for women. We've got a few for men's, which actually are considered unisex tops, and we've got a couple of sets for kids.
Love it.
And babies. So it started with a baby collection, and then I was like, wait, hang on a minute, Luca's growing. Wait, he's not going to be able to wear this in a year, so we're going to have to expand and make size
this
a
is
little
for
bit
you,
bigger.
family.
Yeah, and I mean, if you guys know me already, you know that I always constantly am wearing oversized things. Currently, I'm wearing oversized jackets and everything, and I'm always embracing like my husband's collections and pieces, and I'm constantly doing that. So the idea was to kind of make a sexy collection which is still a bit oversized and, you know, bringing out that feminine touch with that masculinity still going strong. Gotcha. Because, you know, that's my vibe.
And is this created for a Dubai audience? Is it created for Dubai summer? Is it created for an international?
Yeah. Well, you've actually marked all three. That's the idea. Obviously, we are based in Dubai, so we are definitely worldwide. I can't not have it worldwide, but because it is summer and it is hot in Dubai, we had to really mix up the collection to offer a variety of products, from little cute crop top sets with shorts to, you know, full-on cargo pants, and bodycons when you want to still enhance your figure at the same time, but keep it kind of cool and street style. The collection is 100% organic, so it's a sustainable brand. We really wanted to go into that direction. Simply, you know, I mean, that's very, very relevant to me. So that does project in the collection. We've teamed up with UNHCR to help them with the refugee situation worldwide. And, you know, every item bought, there is a donation that goes to them. You can find out more on the website. Nice. So we're really trying to like bring a lot of people on board to create this magic, hopefully.
This is the thing, and you can't really explain something unless you show it, right? So as soon as I heard about the line, I was like, I think we have to show people to like really give them an idea. So you've come repping it, and we have more examples. There's a bag full of goodies in the studio today. Show us some of your favorite pieces.
Absolutely. I've brought a bunch of stuff.
I love the style already, by the way. It's so cool. Like this is something I would wear, and it's for a kid. Do you see that, by the way, when kids are cooler than you? Like this is the case.
So do I start with the kids or do I just mess around? Okay.
Whatever you think.
We've got rainbow vests.
So cute. I'm going to show people.
Let me just pick them up.
Genuinely.
Do you like it?
I would genuinely wear it if it was in my size.
Yeah, I mean,
100%.
I try to not bring really large sizes. This is just to fit on camera. You've got the little cute unisex shorts for kids, and it comes with a matching top and the same set for adults.
Love it.
And then you've got different colors.
Really cool.
It's really a fun vibe, and there's a lot of like little cute quotes.
Your aura is your gangster.
Yeah,
adorable.
I was in the mood.
I was in the mood.
So it's a kind of like a flame, like colorful. We're using obviously a lot of tie-dye in the collection to really kind of showcase that, and the idea is to have different moods from there. And I'm really into neon. We've got this
so cool
unisex for men and women and kids, and you've also got it in like bright green neon. We've got bandana prints. We've got endless. And I'm wearing one of the bodycons, but clearly it's a little bit tight for me today.
It looks great. It is like, I love the fact that you can match with your kids. I think it's adorable.
Yeah, just really fun and funky and kind of summery. We've got a lot of black and white in the collection as well, just so we can transition into autumn, winter. And I feel like black and white for me is a very safe color, and it's a wardrobe staple like color.
Especially for kids, it's going to be easy. But I have to say, I love that you've gone unisex. I have sister-in-laws who have delivered recently and are delivering, and they don't want to buy like pink and blue. They want unisex. It doesn't matter. Before, especially like, and now my sister in particular was always like, get me neutral colors. Yes. But now as her kids are getting older, she finds that it's actually quite hard, and now she's like gone back to the pink and blue because it's just easier. But like more unisex line for kids, I think is a really great thing.
I mean, I love neutral colors because we're always like, I feel like with fashion, you're always managing to, there is no color that's specific for a guy or a girl these days, I don't know, I always do this with my husband, like I will always grab his t-shirts or whatever, and they'll be very, very manly, but then I'll stick a belt on it or wear like cycling shorts or whatever it is and just make it mine. And then I'll keep it. But you know what I mean? Like, I think that's important, to just play with fashion, and there are no rules anymore, and you can wear. I mean, I love getting my hubby in pink.
I love putting my hubby. That's amazing that you're able to do that.
It's fun. Yeah, I think it's cute.
So the line is here. You mentioned at the beginning that there were struggles like this. You're a mom of one, to be a mom of two. Oh my gosh. How like bringing a business to market at this time during COVID, and like, how are you managing it all?
Wow, is all I can say. Let me just say there's a lot of changes that happen really, really randomly. It's very hard to predict what happens next. We had a lot of setbacks and delays in production. The warehouse closed many times.
Was this a COVID issue, or was this just other stuff?
Yeah, COVID. Wow. Our factory's on Turkey, and obviously there's a lot of restrictions, so I wasn't able to fly back and forth. So when you speak to so many people, sometimes things get lost in translation, and you need to constantly be on top of it. And sometimes I've just got so much going on in other aspects of my life and work and personal, etc., that, if I slip for a second, then suddenly that one day becomes like 3 weeks setback. So there's a lot of things that had to constantly be, the reins had to be held all the time, which was a challenge. And then I found out I was pregnant. I'm like, oh my goodness. And we had a whole campaign organized to shoot abroad, and in the end we weren't able to make that happen, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll do that next season. But
this is the thing, you have to keep changing and fixing with whatever life throws at you.
Exactly. We had to find alternatives 24/7, and in the beginning it was frustrating. I think I'm a pro now at coming up with different...
Managing and juggling, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think mums are really pros at that in general.
100%. And during this time, because this is all happening behind the scenes, you see someone on social media with 2 million followers, collabing with all these high fashion brands, and then you obviously have this big business going on behind the scenes. So you mentioned at the beginning you wanted to keep the beginning of... Oh, is our mic... Do we have a mic issue? Let's fix the mic issue.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. Good. We're practicing. Are we good with the mics? All good.
Okay.
Thank you, Ali. We're back. If you had issues, you can watch it on repeat. So we're talking about managing and juggling, and all of this was going on behind the scenes. And you mentioned at the beginning that you wanted to keep part of your life private. But when the announcement is made, how do you...
Which one?
when the announcement for the business, or even the baby, like, how do you decide how much of your life to keep private? Like, can you switch off at the end of the day?
You know what? This has been a constant challenge, and let's say a little bit of a struggle since social media started in general. Because clearly you want to share your life, and you want to share experiences, and even now I'm getting a lot of questions about why am I not sharing more about my pregnancy, because I was a lot more vocal in my first pregnancy, at one point I thought I became Dr. Zeynab because I was constantly asking questions about the most random things, you know, answering questions and things like that. But it was all about communication with people that are following me for years, and they want to know, and you want to help. So you do want to, you know, share that. But it comes to a point, there is not enough time in your life to be able to do everything and juggle. And having Luca, well, I mean, I'm sure you guys know he's quite a handful. And I want to make, you know, I want to dedicate as much time I can give to him. And I mean, let's just say during this pandemic situation, we've been lucky enough to have every moment with him. So we've been really holding on to those precious moments. I haven't been traveling. The last time I saw you, I probably was constantly traveling. And
yeah, you had just come back from some amazing trip, I remember.
It's amazing, but now it just feels so surreal. Like all those trips that we used to do as influencers and jumping around from Fashion Week, and it's like, wow, it just feels like a dream. And you know, we do relive it. We do miss those days, of course, but also we're very fortunate. I mean, for me as a mom, to have that extra time with Luca. So I do really, really, really try and switch off and take it as a job. And I think I mentioned this once before to you. I try and see it as a 9 to 6, or today 8. A little bit earlier, guys, for the Lovin Dubai show.
Well, we've changed. You know, it's all new now.
But that's what I try to do. And then at night, I just switch off with the family, because the last thing I can do is be on my phone 24/7 at night. I think it's just horrendous. And if I'm with Luca during the day, I can't even access my phone. I mean, it's just not possible. So, I mean, I'm always nipping in and out. I think that's the best way of managing it, and sharing what I need to share. But sometimes I store a lot of information on my phone and then share it later. So I'm not an instant person on Instagram, for sure. I'm a very delayed person.
Well, by the look of your content, it's clearly quite nicely done. So I think you can see it's on in the moment. But it's a really interesting insight, and I think it's quite important for people to hear it, because people who've followed you for so long, sometimes they feel that they can get all the information from you, but then obviously you're one person with 2 million followers. And let's say if I had a pregnancy question and I'm sitting at home and I haven't been out seeing my friends, I might reach out to ask you. But then there's you on the other side, that there's actually quite a lot of pressure there, and it's an insight that people don't really get that much.
Yeah, I mean, you do want to answer. You want to answer to everyone. You want to be able to, you know, share your opinion, but also you don't want to just stay in one route. I mean, we're women. We like so many different things. We jump from fashion to whatever it is, everything and anything, to sports or whatever. So, I mean, I really try and balance that as well. For me, I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, we're like TV shows, right? At the same time, like a magazine. When you flip a magazine, there's so much going on inside. And I never really stay focused on one element. I think it's important to just, you know, share a little bit of everything. That way you don't go so deep into one topic. But, you know, obviously if it's really, really heavily focusing on something at that particular time, let's say Fashion Week or the birth or whatever it is,
whatever big announcement, or the 2 million followers, or you know,
yeah, that sounds really scary, by the way.
Well, it's just because last time we were here we celebrated 1, and now the fact that 2 million followers, you've just
and I had a friend who had bangs. I had like some heavy bangs, because I remember like I was like trying to push them out of the way from like, and now we've gone a little bit.
I like this.
Thank you.
But this is the 2 million followers seems so secondary to what's going on in your personal life, because that's so important.
Yeah, I want to say I haven't even come around to enjoying that or celebrating that, because I didn't even realize. Obviously, there's so much other things happening at the same time. So yeah, that's I'm so happy that's happening at the same time.
Wow.
But I mean, even with Reborn, the collection, it's like
Reborn.
Yes, Reborn, and clearly the inspiration is from finding out I was pregnant. But also with this, like the progress of jumping in and announcing a collection, we didn't really do this crescendo at all, which was part of the plan in the beginning. And then we said, no, you know what? Boom, we're going to just come out with this cover. And then we're going to start soft launching and getting it out. There was no teasers. So we kind of changed the marketing strategy a little bit, and hopefully see that that goes well. You know,
all of the behind the scenes goss.
Yeah.
If we were to take away the social media, do you have any? I just think that for moms in particular who are working and are struggling, we had a lady on the show yesterday. She works at the Single Mom Group, and it's like it's a very real part of society who could take some tips. Do you have any one tip for mothers, entrepreneurs that helped you in your business journey?
Tips in what sense?
Just motivational. Like how do you focus your day? How did you take the step into a business when it was so new for you? Like what's the key there?
God. I would definitely say take time to plan, strategize. Nothing happens overnight, is from what I learn. And I am the type of person that I get really just agitated because I want things done now. When I have an idea, I want it done now. And I think that's my biggest weakness, because no, Zeynab, take a step back, do the planning, do the research, take a moment, learn your surroundings, and then take the step. So I think it's like set the place and then take the step, and that takes a very long time for me to just get round to accepting that, yes, Zeynab, just give yourself some time. You can't do everything in one day.
So what we put on our vision board, we can't expect to happen tomorrow, but we have to work towards it.
Yeah, like baby steps, one step at a time.
Baby steps, cute.
In everything.
Before you leave us, this is a question that we ask everyone, and I'd love to get your thoughts, and we didn't ask it last time.
Oh gosh.
Why are you loving Dubai?
Why am I loving Dubai?
Loving Dubai, the city, not us.
Because you guys are the center of Dubai.
No. Why are you loving the city? Like, what is the city?
Well, that is really a confusing question. Like, your show is called Lovin Dubai. If you haven't realized,
we don't try and.
I love people. Dubai. I mean, Dubai is home. I've been here for like 12 years now. I mean, or even 13 years. I've lost count. It's home. It's a safe place. It's my comfort zone. It's the place where I grew up. It's kind of grew up, but transitioned maturely, let's say, if I think I'm mature. It's where we made all our connections, and this is where I've transitioned from, you know, a young student to who I am today, and I've gained this whole Instagram base from here. This is my center point, and we love Dubai. We've got beaches, we've got everything. Like, I can't complain, can I?
Well, it's so interesting that the answer I always find is quite personal for people. And the fact that you like Dubai is your transition, I think a lot of people could relate to that. And I think that's very true.
They say, yeah, you will transition and leave Dubai after 2 years. But once you pass the 2-year mark, no one's leaving. We're all here. We're all staying put, guys, you know?
Yeah, I'm 7 and I have no plans on leaving.
Yeah, but I think that's so nice because you build these long-term relationships with people, and you know, it's not just like hi and bye, guys. No, this is home. And Dubai's become so famous in that sense. Everyone wants a piece of it. Everyone wants to come out here. So a lot of people started here as on holiday, or I started as an internship, and then I got a job, and it was just things rolled out, and before I knew it, I'm still here. It's just random. We love that excitement. It's spontaneous, but it's still credibly solid. 100%. There are futures here, so definitely. And we have massive opportunities of just being able to voice our everything from work to families to. It's great. It's great,
and I 100%. I do believe. I'm not sure if you would find this in wherever country that you may have come from, but entrepreneurship here is. I see much more kind of people wanting to start their own businesses, and this is one of those things.
Yes. No. I'm happy, and I had all the resources and all the inspiration from Dubai being here. I mean, that really helped me to concrete what I want to do and hopefully develop it as much as I can.
Well, congratulations on Reborn.
So much. I appreciate it.
I hope to see more of it. If people are interested, it's available now on the website?
Yes, it's available on the rebornsociety.com. The link is in my bio. I'm clearly going to publicize it everywhere. We're going to get Casey and Reborn.
Yeah, I'm available. I'm a sellout. Put me in tie-dye.
I'm going to put her in every single color, every single day of the week.
I feel like I'll do that. You know that Joey and Friends where he comes in and he's wearing like 10 things and he's like...
Oh my God. That was epic. Did you see it? Did you watch it?
The reunion?
The reunion.
No.
You're kidding me.
I know.
He redid that
really?
scene, yeah.
I did not know that.
Okay, I just ruined it for you.
I started
And everyone else.
We watched it in the office, and I started the first 10 minutes. Then I was like, no, I want to watch it at home in the right setting, in the right mood, and I still haven't.
And a tissue box.
Really?
Yeah. It's emotional. It's so nice, but then it's like, oh my god, we're so much older. What's going on?
Because it had such a, it's such a big part of people's lives. Like it's one show that we can all turn on at any point of the day, and it's just like whether you want to actually watch it or you can be on your phone. It's
amazing, and you can put any show on, and there's a story that continues, and you can watch the same episode 3-4 times.
5, 6, 7.
Yes, exactly.
7. On that note, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're more than welcome whenever you'd like to come back.
Appreciate it.
Guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Daily. Stay safe, wash your hands. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place.
Thank you.